my god. You guys, I forgot to tell you about the ending of what was basically this trip to hell and back. I mean, it was fine. Seville was lovely. Gotta go back. The wedding was beautiful. It was all worth it. All the traveling part was complete BS. Once again, due mostly to tap Portugal. Take another plane. So, on our way back, connecting from Lisbon to go back to JFK, the plane is, surprise, once again, delayed. I think we sat there for like an hour, I don't know, which kind of sucked because our connection time in Lisbon was 45 minutes, which I'm pretty sure is illegal or something, but whatever. So, because we were so delayed, I wasn't really worried. There was a lot of people on this flight, so I knew they would hold the other plane if it wasn't already delayed. So, once again, the lovely people have my wheelchair waiting for me. They lower me down to the tarmac and then wheel me into some van where then I have to wait another 30 minutes for somebody to actually come and wheel me around. Whatever. Once again, still not tripping. I text my friends and they're like, our flight is delayed. And I was like, of course, I'll be there as soon as I can. They're like, no problem, we're waiting in the first class cafe. I was like, oh, first class cafe? That sounds fancy. That should totally make up for this shitty trip. So I finally get wheeled over to where they're sitting. And the first class cafe is like some nasty little kiosk with stale croissants and cold french fries. I was like, oh god, this still sucks. Okay. So I'm sitting there. They're all eating their cold french fries and chicken smothered in some kind of sauce. I don't know what it was. But I was like, I'll just wait for the prison plain food. So it's like, I don't know, what time were we supposed to leave? Like 5:40. And then the new time was changed to 6:45. It's like 6:30 and like nobody's really motivating. I'm like, shouldn't we get to the gate? And they're like, yeah, yeah. And then like another 10 minutes go by and I'm like, I think they're boarding now. And my friend's like, oh no, they changed the time to 7:30. I was like, great, great. That's just what I wanted to hear. So at this point, I'm so hungry that I don't want to wait for the prison food. So I get out of my wheelchair and start traversing around the gates, trying to find something better than the quote unquote first class cafe. Anyway, so I'm walking around. I don't really see anything. A couple candy places. I get some Maltesers, which are the British equivalent of Whoppers, and I can never resist them. I didn't take my phone, which I should have, because by the time I get back, my friends are looking for me, and they're like, the wheelchair attendant came back and he was looking for you. We had to tell him that you were walking around looking for something to eat. I was like, oh shit, there goes my cover. Anyway, so the guy finally comes back and he's like, yeah, you really shouldn't leave the area. And he's probably in his head thinking, can this bitch walk or can she not walk? Anyway, so he wheeled me onto the plane. We finally got on the plane. I think it's delayed again. I can't even remember at this point. I was just trying to will myself back to New York. But guess what? Instead of taking us to JFK, which is way more convenient for me, they rerouted us back to Newark. The hell? I mean, it's a pretty good airport. I don't live in damn New Jersey. So we get an Uber to go back to Brooklyn. 5 of us trying to go back to Brooklyn. Me, my best friend, his partner, and 2 other ladies that we met at the wedding. And they were like, oh, we're all going to Brooklyn. Let's share an Uber. So we order an Uber XL. We get there, and it's basically a Toyota Camry. It's like very small. It can't fit all of us. So the lady's like, it's okay. We'll take another car. Fine. So at this point, we already put in 3 stops for the Uber. The ladies, my friends, and then me. So then we cancel the stop to go to the ladies. But then somehow the order gets changed so that I'm being dropped off first. But we don't find that out until later. If I'm going to be honest, I should have been dropped off first because I'm disabled and I need help with my suitcase, but whatever. So my friends are like, oh, wait, you're passing our stop. Just drop us off here. We can walk the rest of the way. And the guy's like, well, it told me to go to this place. I don't know. It told me to go to this place. And then they have a little back and forth, and my friends get out in the freezing cold to walk the 15 minutes back to their apartment. And then, so I continue down the road, for like 5 minutes with this nasty man. And he's like, they canceled the ride. Get out. I was like, can I just rebook with you? He was like, no, get out. So, of course, I'm just sitting there because it's cold and I'm trying to figure out what to do. My friends are texting me and they're saying, he canceled the ride. Are you okay? And so I'm like, sir, they're saying that you canceled the ride. He was like, no, I didn't. So eventually I just get out with my suitcase and my garment bag and my other bag with my disabled ass standing in the cold on the corner trying to order another Uber at 1 a.m. So finally another Uber comes, and this guy was great. He took me straight home, no problems, no worries. He even helped me take my suitcase all the way up the 2 flights to my apartment door. He totally restored my faith in humanity. So thank you, Mahmoud. Go with God. He got a $10 tip on a $6 ride. I would have gotten more of his story for Backseat Banner if I hadn't been so exhausted from this ordeal, and if the ride had been longer than like 7 minutes. Anyway, once again, take another plane. Take another plane. Oh, while I'm here, I should also tell you about the latest moment with Mommy. So, we're trying to plan a trip to Italy this spring. It's the trip we were supposed to take in 2020 that got canceled because of the pandemic, but we're finally getting around to it. And I'm like, let's go for my birthday. I really want a picture of myself in a gondola for my birthday. She's like, can't we go in May instead? I was like, sure. And so I look for airfare for the dates of April 29th to May 12th. I send her that, and she's like, I told you I wanted to go in May. I was like, April has 30 days. We leave the 29th, and we get there the 30th. The next day is May 1st. She was like, no, I think the first week of May is better. I'm like, oh my God. First of all, this was supposed to be a mother-daughter trip, and then all of a sudden she's like, Uncle Hubert and Auntie Christina want to come too. I was like, oh, this is just supposed to be a mother-daughter trip, and that's just going to make things way more complicated. She was like, send them the itinerary. Oh boy.